Welcome. During spring break I was mostly renovating in our house, so lots of little math problems there, like building a new door or building a new sink. It's a lot of fun, but I had also time to revise and proofread the paper on calculus on wavefronts. I will submit it to the archive tomorrow. Here just a summary of the definitions. The main definitions are that we take the exterior derivative on RQ and we deform it so that it becomes a bounded operator. And we have also seen that this exterior derivative then satisfies a modified wave equation, and the whole point is that this derivative only depends on points in distance t from P. So this is a wavefront calculus. So we have quantized in some sense the derivative in such a way that we still have all the symmetries preserved. Especially, rotational symmetry is very important. If you look into small, we have the hydrogen operator in chemistry, which kind of explains all the, spectral sequences you see. And we have also in the large, we have the general relativity, which is based mostly on the Schwarzschild solution, which is rotationally symmetric. So that's kind of one of the motivation. But I like very much this Higgins principle, which is kind of implied for this PDE. So this is a PDE which is has here a Helmholtz type operator, which with angular momentum 1 and here for angular momentum 0. So there is still some mystery why this kind of appears here. I found them just by trial and error. But what is nice is that we have initial value problems which we can solve explicitly using this derivative, which is essentially just a flux through a sphere of radius t if we have a q-1 form. So I extended this then from q-1 forms to all other forms. And what is nice about the Helmholtz principle, it doesn't work in even dimension classically for the standard wave equation, but here it works for arbitrary dimensions, and even dimensions are important in relativity. Like we have a space-time manifold, and you can think about now as a space, as a wave front at time t. So this depends on the observer, right? If you start here at P, this is the Big Bang, or you start here, this gives in general different spaces, but it's kind of an interesting setup, and I don't know what one can do with this. Another thing is that I would actually like to see this also in the discrete, like wavefronts in the discrete. There it's kind of almost overkill because we have already a nice derivative, exterior derivative, which is bounded, a bounded operator. And I just like bounded operators, and so in this case we in the continuum we had to kind of get from an unbounded operator d, which is the exterior derivative, which is only densely defined. We have now a bounded operator which is defined on all the Hilbert space. Especially then d star plays the role of the boundary, and geometries and fields are now on the same setting. And that's it for today.